Now, this is where it really gets into what on earth are we even doing anymore? This is absolute insanity. I don't think I've seen anything like this. Howdy, y'all. I'm Brylan. You know, I talk a lot on this channel about us as Christians not staying silent while all this depravity is going on around us. And that's why you see that my content is about calling out these churches, air quotes, that are absolutely sick and insane and blaspheming the name of God. I call out the insanity coming from Disney. The laws that are being created that specifically target Christians. You know, there's a lot of depravity in our world, and it is ramping up by the day. We must speak out against all of this before it's too late. You know, it's the same thing with our political climate right now. How absolutely insane we are as a society. And you know, the government is taking complete advantage of us right now because we're so afraid to speak up due to the left's insatiable appetite for devouring any type of actual morality. And you know, a lot of Christians and conservatives are falling for the same things. They're falling for this, you must stay silent, otherwise you're a bigot. You must stay silent, otherwise you're hateful. You must not speak on that or touch on that or call this out, otherwise you'll be canceled. Your life is over. And the thing is that it's working. We're falling for it. We're staying silent. We're not actually speaking up. That's why when you see these major conservative platforms, networks, you think, wow, you know, they're on our side. I'll just let them do all the talking and call out all the stuff. I'll just stay back here and remain silent, and it'll all work itself out, right? No, that's not going to work. Hey, I just want to say real quick, we got some of our new merch out right now. This is one of my favorite shirts, Read the Bible. If you want to support this channel, you can check out the link below. It says shop our merch. Hey, would you mind hitting that subscribe button and being a part of this community with us? I would love to hear from you on a regular basis. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button, you know, when you like this video, YouTube will push it out to more people, and it would really help spread this message. That's where this story comes in. You know, Louder with Crowder? Steven Crowder is the host of Louder with Crowder. Louder with Crowder is a conservative talk show, if you will, on YouTube. Crowder also does the Change My Mind segments, which are extremely popular. Steven Crowder is a major figure within the conservative media, if you will. Although, you know, as of now, he is independent. Used to be with the Blaze. And so now Steven Crowder is doing his own thing. And he's been flooded with contracts. And he just did a video called It's Time to Stop, where he shows one of the contracts that was offered to him by one of the major conservative networks. And I tell you what, it's terrifying. Here's some of the details of the contract. Now, Crowder didn't name who it was that sent him this, but it's not hard to probably figure out who this was, unfortunately. Now, this should blow your mind. This should, honestly, in a way, it should terrify you that this is being sent from those who are supposed to be on your side. So let's quickly go over what this contract entails. So check this out. It says that they will get full merch rights. That means all the merchandising for Steven Crowder's channel, his brand, all of that will be completely owned by them. They will have full exclusive rights to his email list and his social media. They will own everything. He will not even own his own body if he were to sign a contract like this. This is absolute insanity. Now, this is where it gets really hard to read, but it says daily content. Deliver 192 episodes of the daily show, including any and all reads from ads and sponsors. And if he does not fulfill this, then they'll penalize him $100,000. If he doesn't keep up with what they expect for monthly and quarterly content, they'll punish him $250,000. So what this is saying here is that they expect daily content from him. So 192 episodes of The Daily Show from him. And then they would expect content that is specifically on a monthly or quarterly basis. And then they would expect annual content. So not only would there be daily content, but special monthly and quarterly content. And then special annual content. And if he doesn't keep up with the annual content, they'll punish him $1 million. The fee reduction calendar resets each year. How reassuring is that? Okay, so next year, that fee reduction... this is incredibly insane. And then look at this. In the event of temporary disability or serious illness that prevents Crowder from performing, the fee will be reduced on a pro rata basis, not subject to the fee reduction schedule above. So say Crowder's walking down the street and gets hit by a school bus. Well, that's your problem. You shouldn't have got hit by a school bus. Now you're useless to us, and we'll take that out of the fee. But that's not even the best part. Now, this is where it really gets into what on earth are we even doing anymore? This is absolute insanity. I don't think I've seen anything like this. This is supposed to be a top conservative outlet as well. So you would think that, they would have your back, because we live in a society today where if you're conservative, if you speak out, then the world, society, the government at this point threatens to punish you. You know how many Christians, how many conservatives face lawsuits every day just based on the fact that they spoke, that they shared their opinions, that they didn't cave to this new truth going on? We're getting to the point where we're saying, we got to pick and choose what hills we want to die on. I don't want to speak on that. I don't want to speak on that. I don't want to speak on that. Pretty soon you run out of hills to die on. Funny how that works. We're running very low on hills, believe it or not. Big tech, social media, the government, every news outlet that you can think of, every major corporation, every sports team, professional, every college, name it, and you better believe they are on one side of the aisle. And they've all determined that they're going to bow to this new truth. And if you don't speak this new truth, then you're useless. You deserve to be canceled. And so what's the whole point of conservative news outlets, conservative media outlets? To not give in to this new push that says you deserve to lose everything if you don't bow the knee. That's what makes this so insane, is that if Crowder is boycotted or dropped by more than 50% of his then extant advertising partners, that is 50% of the revenue from these partners, and the company is not able to replace them within 90 days, then the fee will be reduced by 25% until such a time as the ad revenue has been restored for a period of 90 days. If you were to get a content strike, if any other major platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, issues a content strike, such as his content could not be monetized and the company is not able to resolve the issue within 90 days, then the fee will be reduced by 25% from that point forward. If Crowder content can not be released on any major platform, YouTube, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, because of Crowder or his content being banned from those platforms, then the fee will be reduced by, and then the following numbers: 20% for YouTube, 20% for Apple, 10% for Facebook, 10% for Spotify. So basically what they're saying here is that if you don't go along with the narrative, if you say something that goes along with the very narrative we're claiming to fight against, and you get banned for it, you get punished for it, you get canceled for it, well, then we don't have your back. This contract is from the very same people that claim to be fighting the same fight. But yet they say if you go too far to where the left deems you a hazard, deems you a threat, cancels you, terminates you, then, well, you're useless to us now. We can't go having that. We'll have to take that out of the fee. You know, they're supposed to have your back. That's the whole point. And, you know, unfortunately, so many just conservative creators have signed contracts like this. I mean, I can't imagine how many of these major content creators, these major conservatives, are under contracts exactly like this one. And you know, it's funny because you think of all these times when you see these major stories break in the political realm when it comes to our government, and you don't hear about it for months. And then finally the story breaks, and oh, wait, the media knew about it all this time and nobody said anything. And you have to wonder, wait, the conservative media, they just happen to not know about any of these stories that are truly going on? No, give me a break. No, that's not how any of this works. It's because of contracts like this, where you have, on one hand, these conservative media outlets saying, yeah, we stand with you, we stand for you, we will speak up and speak out for you and continue to fight this fight along with you. And then they put out contracts like this that speak and say the exact opposite. And this is why this is such a dangerous game to play, because you're saying one thing and then forcing these rules on creators that say another, that say you need to go along with the current narrative. If you say anything to get out of line of what the left deems appropriate, then you're useless to us. That is exactly what we're trying to fight against here. So this should be a wake-up call that we can't fall hook, line, and sinker for these major conservative organizations or media outlets, because do they even really care about their own words? This is what happens when you get scared into silence. You know, it's this kind of stuff that's going to have major repercussions. But hey, let me know your thoughts about all this in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button and being a part of this community, I would love to hear from you on a regular basis. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button as well, you know, when you like this video, YouTube pushes it out to more people, and it would really help spread this message. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.